The Bible teaches that God himself spoke the 10 Commandments on Mount Sinai and wrote them on the 2 tables of stone with his own finger. When we acknowledge and keep God's holy 10 Commandments, we show that we love God the Father and his Son. God's law is a revelation of his will and character. It is a picture of the divine perfection and reflects the true character of God. The law especially displays the principles of love, righteousness, and divine order. Deuteronomy 4:12-13 And the Lord spake unto you out of the midst of the fire. Ye heard the voice of the words, but saw no similitude, only ye heard a voice. And he declared unto you his covenant, which he commanded you to perform, even 10 commandments, and he wrote them upon 2 tables of stone. Exodus 31:18 And he gave unto Moses, when he had made an end of communing with him upon Mount Sinai, 2 tables of testimony, tables of stone, written with the finger of God. Exodus 32:15-16 And Moses turned, and went down from the mount, and the 2 tables of the testimony were in his hand. The tables were written on both their sides, on the one side and on the other were they written. And the tables were the work of God, and the writing was the writing of God, graven upon the tables. Romans 13:10 Love worketh no ill to his neighbor, therefore love is the fulfilling of the law. 1 John 5:3 For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. Since it is spiritual, it can be kept only through the power of God and faith in Jesus Christ. Thus, amid trial and persecution, the only answer should be, we ought to obey God rather than men. Acts 5:29 Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than men. The 10 Commandments, given by God, Exodus 20:2-17 read as follows. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. 2. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I the Lord thy God am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. 3. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. IV. Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor, and do all thy work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the 7th day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day, and hallowed it. V. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. V. Thou shalt not kill. 7. Thou shalt not commit adultery. 8. Thou shalt not steal. X. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. X. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor.